Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for April 2023, looking at you and your connection to the person you are needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of the connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and then the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and kind of this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. I do encourage you to think outside the box with these readings. You very well this might not be a reading for a romantic connection. This could be a friend, a family member, a coworker, anyone that you might be feeling particularly triggered by and therefore needing to learn something from at this time. The last thing I want to mention is that these energies absolutely can be swapped. Like this whole reading can be swapped. So do take it as it resonates for you. All right. This connection has had a pretty intense has created a pretty intense shift in your life, because on your side of the connection, you have past life and shift. I feel almost like, first and foremost, I feel like this could have been a connection from a past life, but it's still in your energy field because there's still what you need to learn from. And when I mean past life, I mean like on this earth, past life. Now, I also see this as like, this could have been very much a past life connection, meaning when you met this person, you felt very, everything was very easy. You felt like you had known them for forever. It felt like you had, like even though you just met, like it felt very familiar. Now, I feel more though that this is almost like this connection has helped you break some sort of a past life cycle in a way, which is interesting. I actually think the Aquarius reading talked about that. No, it wasn't Aquarius. I'm sorry. It was Taurus. Yeah. It was Taurus. It was like a connection that helped end, goodness sakes, a past life cycle. Now on their side, they have karmic path and time. And the way that I'm seeing this is there is a karmic aspect to this connection. It could very well be a karmic connection, which basically means it's a connection that has the purpose of teaching you some sort of a lesson that isn't necessarily here to stay for the long term. Now, if this is something that has already ended, of course you already knew that. But with the time card here, it's almost like I feel like it's taken a lot of time to release this person from your energy. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's like, it's karmic, or like it's obvious that it's karmic because it doesn't make you super happy or something like that. But it's taken so long for you to release them from your energy field. Now, inside of this reading, you have transmute and jealousy. I feel like what this is saying, this doesn't necessarily feel like immature jealousy or anything like that, is I feel like there's this level of being like, how the heck has this person just been able to like move on with their life kind of energy. With this transmute, it's almost like the energy that happened in this connection, the painful situations and all of that it's like helping you transmute some sort of a shift. So I feel like I'm taking a while to get to the point in this initial part, but I feel like this connection has pushed you to change not just yourself, but your life in a lot of ways. And I'm not sure in what way, but it does definitely feel like it's been a pretty intense journey with this person. So let's start, Pisces, with your side of this connection. You have shift and past life. This is for Pisces side of this connection to this person. This is Pisces side of this connection, please. One more, Pisces side of this connection to this person. This is for Pisces. Pisces side of the connection, please. Ooh. See, yeah, you feel very defensive towards this connection right now. You see this connection as like currently in conflict. Like, I don't feel like these two people get along all that well. And I don't know if they have for a while. That doesn't mean there's not love here, right? I definitely feel like there's some like conflict here. You feel like you have to protect yourself from this person. I feel like they bring a lot of chaos into your life, maybe, in a way. But let me get more. This is for Pisces side of this connection to this person. It's like you feel like you have to protect yourself for some reason. Pisces side of this connection to this person, please. Pisces side of the connection. See, this is very karmic. Investing in this connection created some really not so great changes to your life. Now, I feel like those not so great changes that this connection created has caused you to transmute those, or is currently helping you try to transmute those into positive changes. Because this is typically a card of a blessing in disguise. And there's that Five of Wands again. So I feel like this connection, although very intense, it also feels very like, what is the word I'm looking for? I just went blank on all words in the English language. Impactful. It's been very impactful in your life. Even if it's not even in your life anymore. This is Pisces side of this connection. Pisces side of this connection, please. Ooh. This person, I mean, I feel like there is straight up, like, maybe betrayal of some sort. Things did not go how you expected them to go in this connection. I feel like you thought this person was part of your path, and they ended up very much not being part of your path. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really feel like this person was all that bad of a person. It's not justifying the way that they've hurt you. Obviously, I just don't feel like it's like, what I mean by that is I don't get like intentionally vicious energy from this person. But it is general, so take it as it resonates. This is Pisces side of this connection, because this is some pretty intense energy. Pisces side of this connection. Pisces side of this connection, please. Okay. It's interesting because you both feel like you have to protect yourself from them, but you also still feel a loss. I feel like maybe you setting boundaries with setting boundaries for yourself is what led to the loss. Like you standing up for yourself and saying like, this is what I deserve. And this person maybe wasn't able to like provide that, or wasn't willing to provide that, or got defensive when you set boundaries, or whatever the case was. And that ultimately led to the loss of this. Now, biggest thing here to say is don't feel guilty for your boundaries. I mean, I don't necessarily feel like you do maybe, but you also might. Pisces side of this connection to this person. Pisces side of this connection to this person, please. Can't tell if this is in reverse or not. It feels like it is, though. Feels like it's this. So that's what let me see. More Two of Pentacles on this Two of Pentacles here. Because clarifying this message for Pisces. Oh. See, you saw this person as someone that was going to be in your life for forever. Now, what is this saying? It's almost like what this is saying is like this person kind of like turned your world upside down in a way. It's like and it feels like you've been trying to get your balance back since this happened. And like you're not totally flipped upside down anymore, but you're still struggling to be there. Like you haven't totally regained your like maybe like sense of self, or like feel like you have your feet back under you. Like it just feels like you're still getting to that point of feeling fully healed from it. Ultimately, it's an interesting message. I don't think I've ever read a card sideways like that before. I like it though. All right, Pisces side of this connection to this person. Pisces side of the connection to this person, please. See, you gave more than you received in this. And I feel like that's where your boundaries had to be set, because you were like, I'm not receiving what I deserve, or, whatever the case is. And you know what? You made the right move if you did set boundaries. Now, if this just kind of got taken from you and you feel like it wasn't really your choice, it had to end, or things had to play out the way it did, because this person wasn't giving you what you deserve, because this was a very unbalanced connection. There was an imbalance here. You were giving more than you were receiving. Let me see what this person's doing. So you have karmic path and time. This is for the person that Pisces is dealing with, side of the connection to Pisces. Because it just feels like, I feel like you feel like no matter how much time has passed, it's just been so hard to like fully release this person from your energy. Not like, maybe you do still miss them or want them, back, or want to talk to them, or whatever the case is. But even if it's not that, like maybe you're just still like thinking about them a lot, and like you still like it just feels like they're still very much in your energy. This person's energy toward Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this person's energy toward Pisces? Does this person need to know about this person's energy? What does Pisces need to know? Ooh, they're running. I feel like they ran away from this. And I feel like they did that. It's almost like there's this like focus on their material world. It's like they weren't able to ever put this ahead of their material priorities. I feel like you were always like not a priority to them. I actually feel like they might have walked away from this. Now I feel like ultimately it feels like maybe you set boundaries and they felt like your boundaries were too much, or like what you were asking for was too much, which is never the case. If you're ever told that what you're asking for is too much, it means you're asking the wrong person. And I feel like, yeah, it's like this person was, this right here is just talking about like being busy all the time. So it could be one of those people that's like, I'm just really busy. That's why I can't give you the time you deserve. And it's like, well, no, because that's not true. People are busy. All people are busy all the time, every day. And it's about what you choose to prioritize. And so if this person didn't prioritize you, then like this person's energy toward Pisces. You're feeling very hurt about this still, though. They saw something long term with you here too. I don't know, I'm getting that with the Four of Wands. Like I'm just seeing this as like a finish line. Like they wanted to cross the finish line with you too. But I also feel like that's why they're running. It's not that they didn't like care about you. I just feel like they like really didn't have their priorities in order. Or maybe they did. And maybe this is just what they need to be focusing on right now, Who's to say, right? Because I don't get like bad vibes from this person, but they still were karmic. So there is a lesson to be learned here, right? This person's energy toward Pisces. This person's energy toward Pisces, please. Oh, interesting. It doesn't feel like you guys were ever really on the same page. I feel like this person is a little bit immature emotionally too. Like maybe they didn't know how to like emotionally communicate on your level, and that caused a lot of conflict. It's interesting because they saw this with you, this Ten of Cups. They saw this like long-term situation with you. So it's not, I feel like there's like, don't doubt whether or not they cared about you type of thing. It's like, doubt whether or not they were able to care about you in a way that you deserve. It's like, and that's not on you, right? I mean, how someone chooses to prioritize you is never has anything to do with you and everything to do with them. And I feel like there's now this energy of like, maybe like resentment in a way. More for this person's energy toward Pisces. This person's energy toward Pisces, please. See, they're focusing a lot on their stability, like their material stability. Like that's their priority. Is like their like material world. And it's interesting because I feel like no matter how much they build in their material world, there's like they're always left like wanting to build more. So that's why this is a cycle, because maybe they were like, oh, once I get here, once I build to this, or once I accomplish this, or you know, I'm just really busy right now. When I'm not busy, like then things will be better. And it's like no matter what, it just seems like they always had something like better going on, or like more important going on, and it feels like it was just this cycle of like you feeling disappointed or feeling left out in the cold, or always like you were investing more. And I feel like at the end of the day, it's because I don't know if this person ever really actually had intentions of changing. Again, it doesn't feel like they're a bad person necessarily. This person's energy toward Pisces. Ooh. You stress them out. You stress them out. And not necessarily in like a you're an overbearing kind of person way, because you're not. And again, anyone who feels that way about you doesn't know how to handle you, and that's not your fault. I almost feel like they took their stress about their personal life too and like put that on you. Oh my god, I thought that wasn't on. I do that every now and then in some readings. I'm just like, is this on? It's almost like they very well might have like blamed you or took out their stress on you too. And that's not fair for you either. And I feel like that's where it's like, well, it's kind of like figure out your life, you know, and then I'll be over here trying to choose myself. Although you're still feeling pretty messed up from this. I do see that. I feel like you're feeling, I feel like you've lost a lot of trust, and I feel like you're having a hard time opening your heart up again. And this person really did do a number on you. But I also feel like there's this lesson to be learned here where it's like, but them not making you a priority, again, it had nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their ability to honestly like open themselves up to something more than the material world. I feel like so much of their life is about how they look and their success and things like that. And those aren't bad things to care about. But when it's all you care about and it's all like you prioritize, well, then you miss out on the little things, right? And also the other big things like love and connection and experience, right? When you're constantly working towards something, you're missing the whole point The whole point isn't to continue to work towards something. It's to enjoy what you already have, right? And I feel like this person is one of those people like where if they're not always working for something or like busy or doing something or working themselves to the bone or on that grind, then it's like they feel empty. And that right there is why and that's because they haven't really faced themselves, right? So they're not able to face the connection because they haven't been able to face themselves, and that's not on you. You don't have to take that personally. I get why you would, but you certainly don't have to. More for this person's energy toward Pisces. They're like powered by their overthinking. I think of the chariot as a car and their overthinking is like the fuel. Like it just feels like they make moves based on the rabbit holes they overthink themselves into. And look at that, Knight of Wands reverse. That leads them to sabotage. And so like seriously, like I don't feel like this person ever had like ill intent in this connection. I just feel like they weren't ready for you. Aren't ready for you if this is one that's still kind of in play. And I feel like at the end of the day, like, okay, then let me go find someone who is of any capacity, friends, coworkers, like, I don't know, bosses, All right, we are going to hop on over to the extended. I am going to jump in the truth of this connection. I'm going to pull 9 messages, and then I have a advice card here that I'll be pulling at the end. Remember, between this, you have jealousy and transmute. So we will see what is there. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you are needing today. And as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. Bye, Pisces.